doctors to the drag queens House of the Stars. Today we are joined by experts from a clinic leading in male aesthetics who are breaking conventions in the beauty industry. Welcome to the show, Doc Cyril, Michel, Agan, and Raymond Conadera. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having us.
I'm so interested in this topic because when you talk about aesthetic clinics, it's very women focused. And when I heard you guys are doing male aesthetics, it's amazing. How did that all start?
Yeah, so you're correct. So globally, actually, the male aesthetics is really about 10 to 15% only. But in my clinic, it's about 50 to 60%. So it's very unique. And we started just because I said, I wanted to make my clinic to be neutral, to be able to accept all genders. So we made it like with the design, right? So Jan helped me design the clinic.
So my vision there was parang I wanted to have a clinic that I'll be comfortable with, confident with my doctor because he knows how to make people handsome, in his own aesthetic way, but make it more natural looking at the same time.
Yeah, Jan, was it hard to push a male aesthetic clinic? Because again, they mentioned a while ago, 15% are the male and around the world are the males who actually go to aesthetic clinics. But then here you are pushing it for males. 50% of your clientele are males, 50 to 55%. Was it hard to push?
It's very challenging, but it comes natural because we're both male and we know how to make things look good on ourselves. And it came natural na lang how I market it. I chose the right, let's say, procedures for that, and at the same time, the right ambassadors. And of course, with the guidance of Dr. Cyril, he knows the best for it.
What would you say would be the hardest thing in marketing a male aesthetics clinic? For you, what's the biggest?
The hardest thing would be discretion and, to have clients wherein they won't had something done.
Yeah.
You want something natural.
It's actually a balance because the misconception, if I go to a clinic, I'll look unnatural, maybe I'll look feminine. So it's like our male patients are very afraid or hesitant. So that's what we did, is what we make sure to create an environment that it will welcome any gender.
Yeah.
And when we do their faces, we want to make sure that they'll be happy and they'll be comfortable because it looks natural.
Yeah, Doc, just to clarify, because I do not know what procedures would be in vogue for your male clientele. So, I don't know if it's going to be different to the other clinics. So,
well, actually, it's more of the jawline that I really concentrate on. So we call it sexy jaw. We coined that term. We own that term, sort of. But because for the longest time, treatments have been heavy on cheeks, on lips. I wanted to change that and concentrate on the jawline. And the male aesthetics is really heavy on the lower face as well because we want to make sure it looks masculine. But as we realized eventually, like not only males deserve a nice jawline.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's such a great thing, Paolo. I think we're gonna have new jawlines soon. We'll visit the clinic.
We'll see. We're gonna have more discussions later on. Yeah, looking for a sexy jaw. But you take a look at you mentioned the sexy jaw. You mentioned that the males are. There's actually an increase in the number of males doing aesthetic work with you guys. My question is that. If I'm not mistaken, at one point you were at 70% male in terms of clientele. Right now, even more women are coming in. What is special about your clinic that it actually caters to everyone? And I know you're marketing for male, but then when the women come in to go to you guys, what do they experience as well?
Yeah, well, because originally we've been really trained for females, right? Because the market is 90% female. But I think what I wanted is that I want every patient, whatever gender they are, when they come to my clinic, they'll be happy. They'll be comfortable to do the procedures. So even the 40 to 50% female patients that I have, it's still a huge market.
Yeah.
And if you can do any gender, it means you can do any type of patient.
Right. And you guys mentioned earlier as well about anti-aging. You guys specialize in that as well. I'm so curious. How do you guys roll back and turn back time? Because this girl wants to look like I'm 19 again.
Well, it all goes back to understanding how aging happens, right? And of course, aging happens even when we're young.
Yeah.
right? That's why it's aging. And that's why it's also called anti-aging, because as young as you are, you can actually start to prevent it. So we've been talking about earlier about toxins, Botox, fillers, and all of these procedures. When you start to do them while you're younger, number one, you tend to use less product.
Yeah.
Okay, and when I do the procedure, the results are even better. So then you tend to be not overdone because you do things slowly and over time. So it looks more natural and becomes preventive as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Yeah.
It looks more natural. It's economical at the same time. You try not to change what you look. It's more of like improving yourself and maintaining what you look like before.
Like more of an enhancement.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So would you say you guys do a more conservative approach, correct? Because you guys mentioned you don't over Botox people. You guys just do the right, and it's not like a one size fits all kind of thing as well.
Exactly. That's what our clients love, is that we have this conservative approach. It's like a plan, beauty plan. We're in, we don't overdo. We make sure that you look natural at the same time. You're very happy with results.
Can you tell us a bit more about, because right now we're showing a few material here based on some of your clientele who are actually also drag performers. Can you tell us a bit more about your work with them? Because I can only imagine also the type of procedures are also going to be a bit different for them, in particular for their specific needs.
So when they were first presented to me, if you know Marina Summers and Eva Liquid, so they were brought to my clinic even before Drag Race Philippines happened, and I didn't know who they were. But a good friend of mine, he said, "Can you like sponsor the treatments for these queens?" And I was like, initially I told him maybe they're not our market because we're more for male aesthetics.
Yeah.
But eventually, what I realized, they posed for me an artistic challenge. All right, so they're very unique. Okay, because these are performers, you want to make sure that the shape of their face is snatched, what we call. You want to make sure that every move that they do when they lip sync, everything is very visible and dynamic at the same time. So it's a little bit different from how you would do male patients and a female patient, because you want something in between.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to overly feminize them because they're not always in makeup.
Yeah.
You want to make sure they look good with or
With or
without
without.
makeup. So that's really the very interesting thing. And we were actually surprised that they did very well.
Very happy. We're very proud of them.
Yeah. Very
proud of
And that's
them.
why we got Paolo Ballesteros as well, their host, because he asked about who's your doctor? He's very interested about that. Who's your doctor?
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen now and they look amazing. We were chatting earlier. You guys really hit something in me when you guys said you like to look, you do more research, kind of like us as journalists. You research how they edit their photos and how they do their makeup. So you cater to that, correct?
Yes, exactly. So when they came to me, I first look at their social media. How do they do their makeup? How do they edit their photos?
Yeah.
Because that's what I wanna approximate, right? So that's why I do a lot of cheekbones for them, because they usually highlight their cheekbones. I do their jawline and their lips because those are the things that they want. But I don't do it exactly the way I would do a male patient. And it's a bit exaggerated more than a male.
Yeah.
But not too overly, so that it would still be feminine.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, I
Yeah.
saw the before and afters earlier and they just look like they have no filter. I mean,
Yeah.
it's filter, but no filter. Real, yeah.
Jan, I have a question about the stigma with regards to male aesthetics. Obviously, it's still a growing market. It's not yet not even close to the level globally when it comes to male and females. Just how much strides, or what are the strides you think that you've made in the 8 years of existence of your clinic in terms of destigmatizing male aesthetics work?
I think it's a progress because at the moment, as long as you educate the male clients that you'll have natural looking results, you're using quality products, you have the right doctor who can speak about itself and can produce a very good results, they will be very confident about it. As long as it's it's discretion.
Yeah.
Male clients, they don't want I have something done, they don't want to be seen in a lot of crowds. So the clinic is very neutral at the same time. Yeah, we protect the clients as well.
And social media has been really a good tool for us to be able to market it and brand it at the same time. So our patients, male patients, when they come to the clinic, they actually already know what they need.
Yeah.
Like I want sexy jaw.
Yeah,
So
they see it already.
That's how they
sense.
say it, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, if you, for those who want to find out more about you guys, you mentioned your social media. Can you tell us, can you tell our viewers where to find you? And of course, how to reach out to you?
Yes, so we're from Lift Aesthetic Clinic. We have 2 clinics here in the Philippines, one in BGC and the other one in Capitolio, Pasig. You may follow our social media accounts, Instagram at Lift Clinic PH, and also on Facebook, Lift Aesthetic Clinic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Doc Cyril, Michel, Agan, and Raymond Conadera. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much
Maraming salamat.
Thank you for
Thank you so
coming and
much.
educating us.